Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. How's the Joes? I know your Joes is high. Today I will begin with your interesting topic, very important topic, and that topic is chapter 7th, and the name of the chapter is System of Particle and Rotational Motion. And the topic which I have to explain today is moment of inertia and radius of gyration. Moment of inertia is very popular physical quantity. One thing you should know about the moment of inertia, that this is the physical quantity which is neither scalar nor vector. Then what? It is a tensor quantity. But how? This is beyond your syllabus, but if you are interested, then go in the depth. You will know about it. But today I have to know the definition of moment of inertia. Axis AB is here, a point mass is here at a distance r. Then moment of inertia is the product of the point mass and square of the distance from axis, that is this, is known as moment of inertia. kg meter square is the unit. So you have to know its definition only. And now some special type of moment of inertia in different cases I will explain later in my next class. Today, after the definition of moment of inertia, I want to explain radius of gyration. So let us know what is the radius of gyration. Actually, radius of gyration is very interesting. That let us consider an axis AB and the mass of a whole body. Suppose that is concentrated to be here. At this point here, let this point be O, where the mass of a body is assumed to be concentrated. This could be the mass of a body or the system of particles which is near AB or away AB. So the total mass is concentrated here. Let that mass is m. This point is O and mass m. Then this distance is known as radius of gyration. Let it be k. So radius of gyration is the distance from axis of rotation of that point where the total mass of a body or system of particles are assumed to be concentrated. That means if mass is m, then I equal to the moment of inertia of this mass which is assumed to be concentrated at point O is equal to I m k square. K is the radius of gyration and this is the distance, a very perpendicular distance from this point where total mass of a body or system of particles are assumed to be concentrated. So mk square. Now let us consider if n particles of a body are distributed in a plane with respect to axis AB. Suppose they are distributed like that. Very interesting formula I will derive here. Suppose axis AB is here and then identical masses of a body. Let m all are m all are m identical masses at distance r1, r2, here it is r3 and so on rn, each of mass m identical, they are being rotated with respect to AB, or they are distributed at distance r1, r2, r3, rn, and identical particles that constitute a body. Okay, so the whole mass, let it be assumed to be concentrated here, that is capital mass here, means total mass m is equal to small m into n, because n particles, each of the mass is small m, the total mass is mn. Now moment of inertia, the sum of the moment of inertia of each, let us write here, the sum of moment of inertia, you can say the total moment of inertia of n identical particles with respect to AB, that is equal to m r1 square, m r2 square, m r3 square plus dot 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 plus m rn square. This is like that, and take common m, r1 square plus r2 square plus rn square, that is I, equation number 1. Similarly, if we consider that whole mass is m, the resultant of this whole of the particles, the whole mass, that is assumed to be concentrated at radius of gyration, then that is on the basis of the concept of radius of gyration, this I is equal to mk square, equation 2, by 1 and 2 both are equal, so mk square by 1 and 2, mk square is equal to m r1 square plus r2 square plus rn square. Now k square is equal to m. One thing, you can simplify it like that. If we divide by small n here and multiply by small n here, then it can be written as mk square m into n, and it is r1 square plus r2 square plus rn square divided by n. This is capital M, that can be cancelled by here. So what would be the result? The result would be k square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square plus rn square by small n. And if we remove here, then it could be this. This is the formula for radius of gyration for n particles which are at distance r1, r2, r3 and so on rn from the axis. One thing, it should be noted that if the mass distribution are nearer to the axis, then the radius of gyration will be lesser. If the mass distribution are away from the axis, the radius of gyration will be bigger. It is obvious thing. So this is the concept which is very much needed for some numerical problems also. So let us conclude the today's lecture. What I explained today, I explained the definition of moment of inertia. I explained the definition of radius of gyration. I derived a very important relation for the radius of gyration, this one. What was the moment of inertia? The moment of inertia was the product of point mass and the square of the perpendicular distance from the axis, and unit kg meter square. Okay, the rest in the next class. I think you have understood and got each and every concept of this lecture, but what is remaining now from your side to subscribe it. Thank you.